Now, what's next for Cliff? And Zach, I know you've been hearing those New England Patriot theories. Address the elephant in the room right away. Do you believe the Patriots as a good fit for Cliff?
Yeah, I think the reason why I like the fit is Cliff is a former Patriot. You know, he's familiar with Belichick. He's played with Tom Brady. Like he knows what's going on in that room. And anything is better than Matt Patricia, man. Like I know I'm not the biggest Kliff Kingsbury guy, but he was a very successful offensive coordinator in college. He actually worked with Johnny Manziel way back in the day when he won the Heisman at Texas A&M. Like I think anything is an upgrade for the Patriots. Yeah, sure, why not?
Nah, I agree. I think if you make this hire as the Patriots, what this would imply to me is that Bill Belichick is taking this job seriously again. When he made that hire, and I don't really think people jabbed at it enough. I know I didn't because we had a debate.
We spoke about it
Okay,
on
we
the
had a debate. I lost that debate. Okay, when we talked about the offensive coordinator situation, I was like, "Oh, they'd be fine. They got Mac Jones." I underestimated it, but at least I've been jabbing it in the last couple of weeks. I came around like, "Yo, what are you doing?" But I don't think people did that enough. That was terrible, bro. Like the only reason why he got away with this is because he's Bill Belichick. That's why people was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna shut my mouth," because I'm afraid to call him out because he's Bill Belichick. I'm afraid to do that. No, no, we can't be afraid. That was terrible. That was a terrible move to have a defensive coordinator just give him the play sheet, call offense. What?
and replacing Josh
Really?
McDaniels too, who was
And
one of the
replacing
best
Josh
offensive
McDaniels
coordinators in
with
history.
that, literally. And we having conversations about Mac Jones and is he the future? Well, damn it. How are we supposed to know that? How are we supposed to count this year? All
Yeah,
right, fine. Let's count the year one and decide if we think he is. How are we supposed to count this year? Nobody will be in that great situation. Look at Tom Brady with coaching in the Buccaneers. I mean, it's a down year for Tom Brady. First ever losing season. Coaching is very important. The ecosystem around coaching is very important, not just the head coach. So, yeah, for those of y'all naysayers, Mac Jones, I'm not sure. Stop it, please. Okay. Let me see this guy get a guy that knows offense, that calls off. I don't even care if he's great at it. Give him an offensive guy. And I think if you're bringing Kliff Kingsbury, what that would show me is that they are able or they are trying to modernize their system a little bit. Bill Belichick is letting down that ego that I need to adapt to modern times because there is going to be a different schematic background. This guy's a throw at the ball, a lot down the field, air raid kind of. And Bill Belichick is more of the conservative guy. Kliff Kingsbury, he may go for it. But yeah, I would love to see that mixture. Even if we don't know if it's going to work out, I would love to see you say, you know what? Let's modernize things a little bit. I would love that for Mac Jones. I would love it for the Steelers. The Steelers should be all over that. Okay, offensive coordinator Matt Canada, really? Ship his ass back to Canada, please. Okay, get a guy like Kliff Kingsbury. Okay, and that's the problem, and that's why I came on this show a couple of shows ago, and that's what the point I was trying to make. These guys, Mike Tomlin, Bill Belichick, yes, Hall of Famers, but they need to adapt because these young Sean McVays and Kyle Shanahan's and Mike McDaniels is going to out scheme and run circles all around y'all cats. So yeah, adapt, modernize your system. You have good quarterbacks. Kenny Pickett, I may not like the lack of explosiveness, but he's a good quarterback. You can make the playoffs with him. Mac Jones, you can make the playoffs with him. You cleared, you did. Get him a guy that coaches offense. Modernize your system. Stop being cheap. Stop being lazy. Okay, get them a guy. They should be all over Kliff Kingsbury.
yeah. I mean, Matt Patricia and Joe Judge. Joe quarterback coach Joe Judge for Mac Jones, aka special teams coach and the guy that coached the Giants the last few years. That was a disaster. The other place that you didn't mention that I've heard is a possible rumor for Kliff, and I don't even know if it would apply, but the Rams. They have an open offensive coordinator position right now, and that's another signal why like McVay might be going is there. He gave like coaches permission to seek other opportunities. So maybe that's a possible fit as well. But it's gonna be interesting to see like would Kliff want to take a year off? Like I know like the firing with Arizona, like he knew it was coming. It was pretty mutual. Like he, it ate at him the last few weeks. Like watching him on Hard Knocks, he was just clearly just not. It was not going well. Like it was all over his face. He was burnt out. It would be interesting to see. Like I think he would be good as an offensive coordinator somewhere else, especially
Absolutely.
a place like New England, a place like Pittsburgh, but it's going to be interesting to see what he wants to do as well.
Absolutely. And I think he'll be served up perfect as an offensive coordinator. I know a lot of people be like, oh, maybe he should take a year off and go back to a perennial college football team. He wasn't great at college either. Okay, he had Patrick Mahomes on his team. He didn't win nothing in college. He's best served as an OC. Okay, and nobody's going to take that away from him. My man's had the second most last year, according to, I believe it was Pro Football Focus. He has the second most unique offense in the NFL behind Kyle Shanahan, ahead of guys like Andy Reid and Sean McVay. Number 2, he knows offense. He's just not a leader of men. He's not a leader of guys making as much, if not more money than him. So that's why he don't need to be a coach. But an OC, by all means, that'd be one of the, he will automatically be one of the best offensive coordinators in the league, period.
People forget, too, that before he got the Cardinals job, he was actually, at first, like the USC offensive coordinator. But the Cardinals literally gave him the job, I think, because he had Patrick Mahomes' phone number in his contact list. Like, that's the only reason why he got that job. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens. You know, it's crazy. I mentioned this to you the other day. We've been doing this show a while now, and one constant for me, at least, has always been ripping the Cardinals and Kliff Kingsbury, and I'm going to miss doing that. It's not going to hit the same, but yeah, we'll see where this guy goes, and he hasn't had too much success as a head coach, but as an OC, I agree. I think he can make it work.